So now we're videotaping without the app, and I can videotape as long as I want. I guess I got to learn and start splitting things together with the app. But anyway, for right now, we're gonna see if we can work this without the app. And okay, so I think we got it on lock, so it won't pan. It'll stay locked in one position. And now what I'd like to do, no, she can't do that. Gotta, gotta shut it off in order. See, there's some gimbals out there where you press a little button and they'll switch from front camera to back camera, and that's what I like. I like to be able to videotape and flip back and forth, or at least have it spin around while it's videotaping and show me, and then spin back around and show me what I'm showing you. Whatever. That's not working out. All right, so we're gonna shut this off, and that's enough of my ugly face. And so it's not too cool, man. I'm not too happy with this shit. All right, so signing off from New York and Nang. We're gonna switch this around. So I'm videotaping without the app, and videotaping with my phone without the app. I can videotape as long as I want. The app only allows me to videotape under 5 minutes in order to upload and publish. So that means I'd have to upload, take 5 minute clips. I don't know if I could shut it down and take another 5 minute clip, or if I got to publish that first. This is all learn as you go process. So I really like I really like this. Gimbal's cool. Now we're in the pan thing, not holding the button down. So let's go ahead and hold this button down. I gotta. That ain't working out too good. Okay, let's see. We lock it there. Okay, that'll stay there facing the bottom. I got a microphone coming from my phone. It's a Rode mic, just a little mic, and it pops right in on the headphone jack, and no wires, no nothing. Little mic just pops into the headphone jack. It's a Rode, should be real good. Cost me, it wasn't cheap, so we're hoping we get a good use out of that. And I got some other stuff, man. Anyway, early in the morning, I haven't even, well, it's almost afternoon, but I slept in late. So I got some, oh God. Anyway, something to balance off the phone. On one end, I'll put the mic, and then on the other end, where the viewfinder is, I'll put some lens covered lens adapters or something, wide angle lens and all that, and hopefully we get a balance. I'm also getting, if I have a balancing problem, I also saw a video on YouTube on how to put extra balance weights and etc. on your phone so you can get balancing done. So as you can see, we gotta square this all off. Right now we just got a little ditch going down the middle. That gives me my depth. But I gotta clean off the walls and square this all off. So the width at the top has to be the same width at the bottom. Now this end here looking pretty good. But we just gotta finish it off a little bit. It can be narrow here and then widen as we go down to the other end. But we gotta square this all off and make it a little wider. We got plenty of sand and rocks in there to hold and drain water. So that's where we're at here with the drain field. They're little round little tubes, and they place them on top of each other. I can see two of them. So hopefully there's at least three of them here. And it's holding the fecal matter really well. It just wasn't drained the liquid out. We haven't had any problem with fecal matter backing up, just the liquid. So with this little job I'm doing here, we ought to eliminate that problem, and we ought to be good to go with the drainage. And I just had it pumped out, so all the fecal matter ought to be taken out of it, and that ought to be working out pretty good now. So this pipe's first here on the main line. I got to plug up these holes a little better, and I either cut the pipe and make some connections, or buy an O-ring with rubber on it. They sell them back in the U.S., but here they got different type of setups here, so I don't know what we're gonna do here. But I put that brown tape there on that hole I put there, and I flushed, and it held pretty good. So push comes to shove, we'll just leave that like that, wrap some more tape around it, and do the same thing to the other, and go ahead and bury it. And that line is good. It's draining good. It's not no water, no water backing up because you got a ditch over there for the water to go. But so I'm gonna pipe this all in here, cover up all these. I don't like all these ditches, man. I rather put in slope, not slope things towards the middle of the property and have the rain go towards the slope in the middle and then drain towards this retention pond over here. That's the plan. This here land right here was pretty high and water was draining towards. That's why the back of this house and our bedroom got flooded, because this water is all draining towards the house. So we got to make some adjustments. I leveled this out here, so it's not higher than the house. It's equal, and I'm going to make it a little lower so it goes towards this ditch. I'll be filling the ditch, but I'll also keep it a little lower so it can drain out towards there, and then this will slope down. This all slopes down that way. So we just got to make sure that it all slopes away from the house. And that's the plan. It's not too, that's not as bad as it looks. It's just a little, here we go. We're freaking out. We're freaking out. Let me let go of that button. Let me load that button. We're recording. We got over 5 minutes. This is on the phone, no app. So we shouldn't have any problem. Hopefully the volume's good. Who knows, I may just have to stop using that app and just go this way, man, because I don't seem to be having any problem. If I like this here and go like this, I'm supposed to be able to lock this in and then sweep around real quick. And let's put this back up. This is what I was doing. I was trying to test it, and this is when I freaked out. Now we don't have the app hooked up, so we might not have the problem we were having. The problem, I believe, is the app. The gimbal itself actually is pretty good. I like the way it works. You got no shake. We can't use the focus wheel. There's a lot of good stuff on the app, but you can only do 5-minute spurts. So my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, Sorry Cop, roaming around. I'm not too sure they went to the farm today. But they're always working. They're always going to the farm doing something. But so there we go. We got 6 minutes and 21 minutes. We can splice this into the other two little things I got and see what happens. But a beautiful day. I'm sweating profusely. I'm not even working, just hanging out here. The heat and the humidity. So far, it hasn't been any different than what we have in Florida. I haven't noticed any difference. Oh, I don't know what we're gonna do with these banana leaves, but obviously she's connecting some banana leaves there to wrap something or other. Some cooking. They use everything out here in the yard. A lot of it's edible. Not edible is good for wrapping. We use that banana leaves there to wrap stuff in. My ancestors come from Puerto Rico. I'm a New Yorican. That's why my YouTube channel is named New Yorican. My ancestors are from Puerto Rico, and this type of living out in Thailand reminds me a little bit of Puerto Rico when I was a young boy and used to go there every summer vacation. My mother used to send me to Puerto Rico, back to the island. I used to stay on the island with my grandma, and those are beautiful memories. And this place reminds me a lot of that. So it's really wonderful to be here in Thailand. I've found a beautiful wife who even in her sleep, if I sneeze, she jumps up and says, "Did you say something?" And I walk into the room while she's sleeping, and she just even in her sleep, she's attentive to me and aware of me and ready to serve me and take care of me and always concerned about me. And she's a great cook, great housekeeper. Great with finances. I run out of money. She always got money stashed. I give her most of my money, let her do what she's got to do. I always have money to do what I want to do, and as long as that's all cool, we're happy. So having trouble, still waiting, almost 4 months, still waiting for my funds from the United States to be transferred to my bank here in Thailand. They're still going to my banks back in the US, which is not cool. It makes it very difficult for me to get my funds. Gotta go to ATMs and pay for that stuff, and You're limited to a certain amount of withdrawal per day, and just a whole bunch of mess. So supposedly the bank put in paperwork to have my finances from both my banks transferred to my one bank here in Thailand, Bangkok Bank. So we're looking forward to that. That'll help my finances considerably, and it helps when you can access your money. Not easy when you go to an ATM, pop your a card in there, and it won't give you no money, and you know you got money in the bank in the U.S. So we'll be happy when we get rid of that situation. So yeah, we figure a couple of years we'll have this homestead squared away, and hopefully by the end of the year we'll be able to take a nice weekend vacation somewhere, spend the weekend. We earn it. I think this coming month we're gonna go ahead and go out. We haven't been out to dinner since we've been here in the country. It's been 2 months already. We haven't eaten out once, and got to take my mom out to eat, give her a break from her cooking, and maybe go do a little dancing and drinking, and go to see what the nightlife here is in the big town next to where we live. Big town next to where we live is about 20 minutes away. It's not that big. They don't have a McDonald's. We got to drive an hour away to go to a McDonald's, to Ubon, which is a bigger town. So maybe they got more nightlife over there. We'll see what happens. I'm not into clubbing too much, but every now and then, man, we all gotta let loose. And when I let loose big time. So we're looking forward to doing that. Running on 10 minutes. This is the way I like it. I don't know if you all like it out there, me rambling, but I love to talk, and I love to share. And sometimes I talk too much. And what happened to the plant that was there? Oh, well, it's gone. Got a big old coconut over there. Somebody picked off a coconut tree, and the in-laws came in, popped in, and they're gone again. So we want to upgrade. We want to upgrade our brother-in-law's kitchen here. They use firewood. They got an outdoor kitchen, which is what we want to do. We want to put in an outdoor kitchen also. I have plans for that. But they have an outdoor kitchen, you know, a little propane tank and a little generator. I think they use that for the pump out at the farm. But they wash dishes out here, and we're going to go ahead and get them a countertop with a kitchen sink and pipe in some water, and upgrade this kitchen a little bit for them. Wanted to upgrade the outdoor bathroom for them, but they're not too keen on this. I got to put some bars. I'm going to put some bars on these windows. They barred all the windows on the outside, but they ain't putting no bars on these windows. I'm going to have to talk to them. I'm almost sure there's more bars over here. Go see. I'm almost sure there's extra bars over here. Let me see. He needs 2 more bars. Then he finished putting the bars. We had a little break-in a while back. Yeah, here we go. And 1. It looks like we got 2. We got at least 2 more. 3. All right, we got 3 more window bars. They look like they might need a little repair or something. But yeah, we can work them. We got a bunch of bars. There's a whole bunch of bars. Yeah, okay. We're going to have to get him to finish that job. I'm going to have to talk to him about that. He usually does the work before I even get around to it. So we attempted to take out the old lamp post to put a security light up, but it's too big and heavy. And so it sits here waiting for us to get a crew out here to manhandle this pole, take it out of here, and set it up for security lighting. I have to be careful when this flips up, because there goes our main pipes, and as you can see, if the pole falls, it's going to flip up on this end and whack out the pipes. I think it already popped it once and he patched it. So yeah, we got to get rid of all this jungle. I'm still videotaping. See, we don't have no problem with the phone. The gimbal seems not to want to cooperate entirely, but yeah, it's beautiful country out here. I don't like that we got to adjust up and down manually. So I could see in the future we're going to be getting another gimbal. If I can get this one to work right with the app and shit, it's got a lot of good features that I'd like to be able to use. But for right now, that's not working out. See, there's piles of rocks everywhere. So we're going to chop these rocks up into little pieces and make good use of them. The solid pieces, we'll find use for them. And there was jungle here. They cleaned it up real nice. Oh, let me go show you. They got a little fish, little decorative fish over here in a tank. No pumping. No. Fish tanks here are different than what they have them all over Bangkok. The storefronts have them. And brother-in-law has one over here. I saw it the other day. Beautiful little blue fish. I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but we're going to have a shot. Back in Bangkok, a lot of the storefronts have these sitting out in front. And I can see the little fish. You can see the movement. You can see the movement. I'm not sure if you'll see the little fish, but you see all that movement in that water. That's all kinds of beautiful little fish floating around in there. The light's probably blocking your view. See if we can get yeah. How about over here? You got two of them with decorative fish, little blue fish with red tails. Same type you use in the tropical fish. Got a whole bunch of them. So yeah, that's cool. So that's where we're at, man. Got a lot of painting to do. Got to sand down this rust on this big old gear. Need some new wheels so it'll roll a little better. Got to paint it. I'd like to sandblast pressure wash actually this brick wall and maybe paint that. But first things first, man. First thing we got to do is paint the house. So and that's not even the first thing. We're working on the drain field, all the plumbing, the water. I'm trying to get ready for the monsoons, man. I don't want to get this place to get flooded out. Got flooded out once. I'm trying to make adjustments, make sure it don't get flooded out. Get the water to drain in the right direction, and clearing out the jungle, and putting up security lights, and going back into air conditioning now. Signing off, New Yorican and Nang signing off from Thailand. So I don't know what's going on with this app and this gimbal, but now it seems like I can upload more than 5 minutes to my upload to my phone, more than 5-minute videos. But what I can't do is run them through my editing app and splice them together. So it's just one problem after another. So I don't know. So I guess most of the time we'll be videotaping without the app. The gimbal works fine. I like the way it's nice and smooth. Runs out real cool. So did a little squaring up on this hole back here. So I'm going to add this to the other two videos I did with the phone, no app. And let's see if I can show off what I did. The hole's looking a lot squarer now, a lot smoother, a lot bigger around at the bottom, more even at the top. Looking pretty good. And so there we are with that. And we got this end over here. We're about ready to lay some plastic and lay some plastic, put the sand, put the gravel, and see what we got. The hole's pretty big, looking pretty good. I'm happy with everything. Just about sunset over here. It ain't perfect, but that's more than good enough. That's what we're going with. Tomorrow we'll go get some plastic, line it in plastic, and then put some sand down at the bottom and some gravel on top of the sand. Run my PVC with some holes drilled in it, and run one pipe all the way down the long run here, and then put a T and run it across, and then bury that in gravel, flip the plastic over and cover that up, and then bury it, and we'll be done. So we'll see how long it takes them to deliver. Actually, the place that delivers the gravel is right around the corner, so I should be able to deliver it pretty quick, hopefully. Yeah, so there we go, man. We'll have all this dug in by the end of the weekend, and I'll be happy about that. Get that done. Got a beautiful sky. Sun's already going down. just enough light to do one little run. And yeah, I got a lot to learn with this gimbal, and we're using the app, so I'm finding out what it can do and what it can't do. And let's see, we can see my security light up there. Yeah, we got one out the front and one on each side of the house. And so I ain't complaining. Looking good. Then we'll go out and pipe in these ditches here. Get this finished up, get all these holes dug, get all this land finished up, and move on to something else. That's the plan. So that's the end of the digging videos. You guys must be tired of me and my digging. I'm just about done with the digging for a while anyway. Once I fill in all these holes, get the pipes put in. And the hardest part was done. I still got a small little drainage ditch to put in for the washing machine and the kitchen and shower drains. But that ain't gonna be that big, and that's gonna be out in the main yard out there in the back. So we're pretty good with that. Let's see. So we're calling it a night. We cleaned ourselves up. We're not digging no more. And just when I was gonna feed my my cat's boyfriend, he took off. He hangs out here during the day, but in the evening he goes just like men do, man. He goes wandering off into the night and goes do whatever he does. Well, the app ain't on, so if I press this button, I guess ain't nothing gonna happen. Oh yeah, it still freezes. Oh, that's cool. That works. Well, again, just then use the app, but some of the stuff on this, the zoom don't work, but this little button works. You follow me? It zooms around nice and slow. Or we can whip it around real quick. Okay. So it's a learning experience. We're trying to get it over, but I like the app. I mean the gimbal. The app needs some help. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and keep this little puppy. And it'll have to do for right now. I'm buying a monitor, 5-inch monitor, to connect to the bottom of this gimbal. I bought a little connection piece where I can connect the monitor to the bottom of the handle of this thing here, so when it's real bright sun out, I'll be able to look at the monitor. It's going to have a shade on it, and I'll be able to shoot videos in broad daylight with the sun bright and not have to try to see on my little phone, which is almost impossible to do. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to order that here in a couple of days. And so little by little, we're upgrading our stuff, and if we practice enough, we'll get better at doing these videos. At least now we ain't got no, where's my kitty? There's my little kitty. Say hello to everybody. Is she there? Can you see her? I don't know. The angle of the, I can't even, there she goes. There she goes. Say hello to everybody, kitty. What do you think? I guess she's not too interested in saying hello to anybody. So her boyfriend left, so I guess she's not happy. And he left without eating. You know, you feed them in the morning and then they want to eat. A few minutes later, they're still begging for more food, and they're begging all day. Finally, they give up and they take the afternoon nap. And I guess I didn't feed him fast enough and he disappeared. So if he shows up later, he'll get fed. If not, he'll get fed in the morning. He's a fly-by-night anyway, so I'm glad he's not looking like he's dying anymore. And he looks pretty nice. Well, he looks healthy anyway, so I'm happy I did my bit for the little kitty. So say good night to you all, good morning, wherever you are in the world. And we're doing pretty good with this gimbal. I like the way it works. No shaking. We'll run it around. Get a good little video. Yeah, man, very nice. I'll be keeping it. Hopefully they'll upgrade. If I get a $600 phone or $1,000 phone, Android phone or iPhone or whatever, the app would probably work better. But they gave me a list of phones, but they're all above my pay grade. So we're gonna have to deal with what we got for right now. maybe I'll get me another little gimbal down the road. But for right now, this is good enough for me. I don't have to use the app. I can use the app when I want to use the app. And when as I learn how to use it better, I guess it'll work better. So that's the deal, man. So we're happy. Let's go check out my little security light over here on the side. See if this thing's motion detector's working. Hey, I'm working. Boy, it lit up real quick. That's cool. So that works. I barely got close to it and it turned on. So these other lights over here on each side of the house turn on and stay on. Got to get a big old ladder, get back up there and reset them to 60%. Right now they're at 100% illumination. And by 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, they're getting pretty dim and not of much use. So if I set them for 60%, they'll, in fact, I'm surprised they haven't turned on yet. They'll be turning on here in a minute. And then maybe they'll make it through the whole night. So that's what we're hoping for. We got beautiful night sky, starting to go down, getting dark here in Thailand. We got a little sound of all little animals. Yeah, see all this water retention from the washing machine and the shower and all this crap. Nah, man, I don't. It's got soap in it, so not gonna be no bugs in there, mosquitoes or nothing like that. But still, not cool, man. So we'll be getting rid of all this, piping this all in. We're gonna put a drain field right here down at the end of this ditch right here. We're gonna put a small drain field. Just enough, all we'll get out of here is the washing machine when we use it, and the shower, and the kitchen sink water when we wash dishes. So a small drain field ought to work pretty good for that. So that's what we're hoping. And then to alleviate the flooding, I'm building a retention pond here. And it rained, smoothed everything out a little bit, filled a lot of the dirt filled back in and everything, but that's all right. We'll keep digging. We only got it halfway dug out. Maybe a little less than halfway. Oh shit! Yeah, the mosquito, the ants something just got me. So I think it's time to go in. It's sunset. Bugs are gonna start coming out. So I'm done. I just got bit, and I don't like beef. I don't like feeding all the little bugs. So we're signing off from Thailand. New York and Nang. Nang's inside cooking dinner. And so we'll call it a night, and we'll set this up with the other little videos we got. And of course, we'll have a big video. And I love my little gimbal. No more shaking. I'll be able to run around during the parades. And they've got a good bite out of me on my foot. Oh shit! So that's it. Good night. Good morning. Good afternoon. And we'll call it a New York and Nang signing off from Thailand.